Hey guys, I'm here in Brazil. I just wanted to send you a message today talking about 7 things I love about this country. So, the first thing I love about Brazil is the large variety of fruit. It never ceases to amaze me, all the different kinds of fruit that they have here. Um, it feels like every day I hear about one that I didn't know about yet. So things like acerola, umba, caju, cajá, all these different fruits from different parts of the country that we don't have in the US, and they all just taste amazing. And you can get a lot of them fresh at the market every day. My preferred ones on a daily basis are papayas, mangoes, um, grapes sometimes. Apples are surprisingly good here. So some things that we have in the States, but a lot of the tropical fruits that you can just get here so easily and so cheaply are just a great part of my diet now. Another thing I love here in Brazil is samba. Samba music you hear all over the place, and I've actually gotten to see people dancing it a couple times. It's a really cool looking dance, especially looking at people's feet. It looks very difficult. I would like to take some classes and learn how to do some, but for at the moment I haven't gotten a chance to, and it's not really something you can just jump into without instruction. But I look forward to learning more about samba. I also really like here cachaça. It's a Brazilian liquor which is made from sugarcane. It's similar to rum, I guess, but it's definitely got a unique taste. Here in Minas Gerais, the state that I live in, it is a very popular drink, and there's bars here in Belo Horizonte that have over 1,000 different varieties. Along the same lines, caipirinhas, which are cachaça with lime and sugar served over ice. They're a great, refreshing drink. I enjoy a lot when I go out. Self-service restaurants are also very popular here in Brazil. By self-service, I mean there's a buffet and you pick food that you want off of it. But they have two different kinds. There's some that are by weight, which can be anywhere from like $5 to $15 a pound, depending on how nice of a restaurant it is. And then there's also ones that are just a fixed price, and it's as much as you can fit on one plate. So the ones I go to are like $4, and you can fill up a plate as much as you want with rice, beans, different vegetables, beetroot's popular, carrots, different kinds of salads. And then usually you get one piece of meat, so maybe some chicken or beef. It's just a great way here to get a fairly healthy meal without spending too much money. I don't know anywhere in the States where you can get that much food for $4 that's not fast food. So another thing I really like in Brazil is that there's less excess, and it's one of the things that bothers me most in the States is that we just use way more than we need to. A lot of people drive around humongous cars that they don't need. Especially in Durango in the summer, I'll see people driving around in humongous trucks. Usually I think they're from out of state, from Texas or other parts of the country, and it's will be one or two people in a humongous truck not towing anything, and it just is very unnecessary. Same thing goes for like people driving SUVs. Unless you are a family of 7, you really don't need a car that big. Here in Brazil, there's some of those exist, but much less. Smaller cars are much more popular here in the city. Another thing is that they don't tend to use plastic bags at grocery stores. You have to pay for plastic bags or bring your own bag. And one of the last things would be that when you're not in a room, you turn off the light. Brazilian people I really like a lot too. So 2 more things, the last 2 things I love about Brazil for today. I'm just going to restrain myself to 7. So Brazilian hospitality and Brazilian warmness. The hospitality here, I found that people go out of their way to help me a lot. When I first got here, I had so much help finding an apartment. People wanted to help me get to know the city, help me with my Portuguese. Just people doing things that are completely unnecessary to make sure I got situated people that I barely knew. And some more examples are that I've had a few people that I've just met give me their phone numbers and say, if you ever need anything any time of the day, give me a call, and I'll at the drop of a hat. So it's just really amazing to me that people are that willing to help me. And people here are very warm too. Like, people, when you first meet them, it's a friend of a friend. They generally treat me like I'm their friend as well right away. People here don't tend to be too shy, and as well as just strangers. Sometimes I'll be sitting waiting for a bus and someone will just start talking to me about whatever, and especially once they hear my accent, they ask me where I'm from. They're very interested in hearing about my country, what I think about Brazil, and everything. So I highly recommend anyone who's never been to Brazil that you come visit. You'll be treated very well here. People will take good care of you. You just have to be very open to the new culture, the positives and the negatives, and you're going to have an awesome time here. All right. Have a good night. Much love from Brazil.